Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Lead Nudge. I am Silvia, your inclusive leadership mentor, and today we're going to talk about how to facilitate team conflict and not just fix it. If you're leading a diverse team, conflict might arise quite often, and that is completely normal. But as a new manager, your instinct with when two members come and bring to you the fact that they might be in a conflict and that they are not agreeing, your instinct might be to just jump in or even play the judge and try to figure out who is right. And maybe even impose a solution that in your head is the right one to try to make the tension disappear or even swipe it under the rug. You want it fixed, you want that fix to be fast because then we can go back to normal, right? However, this approach often fails and conflict arises again due to the same reasons because these solution approaches the symptoms and not necessarily the root cause. And by you being the one bringing the solution, then there is lack of ownership in terms of the team members that are the ones in conflict. And it basically creates a dependency on you as the ultimate problem solver. So I want to focus today on not necessarily a specific framework, but what is the role that we take as leaders in conflict resolution. And one of the things that I believe truly is that our roles as leaders is not to be the judge of any conflict. It's not our roles to actually find the ultimate solution, but our role is to facilitate conflict when it's being handled constructively, actually can lead into better ideas or maybe things out of the box that we never thought about and potentially can lead into stronger relationships. So your goal as a leader is to create a safe space, a safe container for your team members to resolve their own issues. And do not get me wrong, I do not mean let them to just handle things on their own and just, solve it and basically just, hey, sit them down and like you tell them you need to solve this because this is harming the company. That's definitely not what leading is. But what leadership in a conflict space might look like is to take a facilitator role. So rather than being a problem solving, it's about shifting from fixing to being the one facilitating. You are the one who provide the process and they provide the solution. So here's an actionable insight or an actionable step that you can take for next week. So if you notice any conflict that might be brewing, I challenge you to try the following facilitator technique. So you can bring the two individuals together and basically your role is to set the stage. So, hey, I have noticed that there's some friction here about Project X or about ideas that are not the same. And I want to help you both find the path moving forward. My role here is to guide you and to guide the conversation. And I would like each one of you to take 5 uninterrupted minutes to explain what is your perspective on the situation and what do you think you need to solve this. During this process, your only job is to enforce the fact that they cannot interrupt themselves, that you are there to focus on the ground rules, right? So not interrupt and to actually take the time that they have and listen actively what they are bringing up to make sure that they're being respectful and to help them find a common ground, right? So after they both share their perspective, you're there to ask the questions like, okay, so what do you both agree on? Or what is one thing that you could both do to improve the situation? And why this helps is because it empowers them to own the resolution. So at the end of the day, you are also there to help them grow. Remember to lead as you are with courage, inclusion, and heart.